Captain Rob Civinelli, Gina Bella Charters out of Montrose Harbor in Chicago. And right now we're going to talk about a different way to run your long lines, old school way to run the long lines. Instead of running your classic church board, walleye board, which I don't prefer to run, if you have the problem of fighting the board to get it in, having the board dive on you, that's not my favorite thing to do, particularly when I have customers on the boat. It sucks for them to have to drag this thing in. I have a much easier method, pros and cons also. What I do is I like to run these Riviera triple boards right here. And what we do with these, I have up on my bow, I have a Big John planer reel with a 400-pound test on it with a big clip that clips into here. Take this bad boy and throw off to the side. I get a much wider presentation than you do with these. This gets way wider than these do, way off more to the side. I've run up to 7 rods on these lines here. And how you do it, you send your rod out, just like these. Your shallow ones go out first, your deeper ones are closer to the boat. And I take this Scotty release right here. I clip this with a shower curtain hook right onto the planer line. And then you send your bait out. You take your mono. I don't ever clip in the lead, copper, or braid. I always clip it in mono. You squeeze it, pinch it in right there. And when the fish hits, it releases. And you do not have to fight the board at all. I never have an issue with board sinking. It's just you fight the fish and that's it. So it's very convenient when you're running 2, 3 rods on there. It's a little more work when you're running 4, 5, 6, 7 rods on there. And the reason is, if the far one goes off, everything else got to come back in. Now it is a pain in the butt. It's more work for the crew than it is for the customer, but I don't have a problem with that. When you're running 3 rods, it's not an issue at all for me. If the far one goes out, I bring the close one in, I put it on the other side of the boat, leave the bait out there, bring the second one all the way in, let the first one back out, let the second one out, take the third one, put it back out there. It's real easy just to reset it. We did it today. Mike watched us do it. My son and I did it. It took us, I want to say 5 minutes to get reset in that side with 3 rods. It was really no big deal for us to do it at all. Again, the key though is that outside board needs to be your shallow one, just like with the church boards. So today we ran on one side a keel weight with a Dodger fly, and the other side we ran a 2-color or a Dodger fly. Our insides was a 5-color and a 7-color. The middle ones were 5 and 7, and the insides, we started with a 9-color on one side and a 100 copper on the other side. I ended up pulling the 9-color, putting a 150 copper out, just to try something different. And later on in the day, I pulled the 100 out and I put a 350 copper out. And this little release right here, hooked up to that big board, pulled a 350 copper today in 2-foot waves without a problem. And when that fish hits it, when and if it does, it just releases and you fight the fish and not the board. Well, a lot of guys do with the planer reels, a lot of boats, they'll mount them up here somewhere, right in this general area here. I don't prefer that. I actually mount mine up in my bow because it keeps it way away from my divers. And the problem with that is then, if it's onto the bow, how do you reach the line going from the planer reel to the board itself? What I do is I have like an 8-foot tether line here, hooked up to the boat, and with the carabiner, and this side here, the carabiner hooks up to the planer line itself. And when I want it, when I want to put another release on there, I just take the rope and pull it towards me, put another clip on there, pinch it on, slowly let this out, and away it goes. Send it right back out. So that is how I run my planer boards. If you're looking for something different to try, if you're not a fan of your inline boards, you don't like fighting the board, diving down, having a big king on, having a dive on, you're having no chance, you're having break-offs with them, there's a total separate, different idea, different option for you. Maybe you want to check it out and try it out.